In part 1 of a captivating interview, jockey Allen Bongo John Maragh discusses his early days and his introduction to horse racing in vivid detail. Maragh candidly recounts the challenges he faced while learning his craft, including grooming horses, sleeping with the animals, and riding without proper equipment at that time. Take a moment to listen attentively to this Maragh interview provided by QuickGallop.com and its YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper.
Where were you born? What school did you attend?
I was born in Spanish Town. Attend Christian College first. Then when I get involved in racing, I go to Friendship, for they have 2 shifts, morning and evening. So I can get to go to in the morning, and then afterward I go to school in the evening. So I take the morning shift off and go to school in the evening.
Where and how did you get involved with the sport of horse racing?
Well, my father, he used to love to gamble, so he get to meet, you know, as a gambler you want to meet groom trainers, you know, jockeys, all those things. So eventually him and Mr. Marlowe becomes good friend.
That's Valbert Marlowe.
Valbert Marlowe, yes. So now my bigger brother, which is his first son, my older brother, he's the first one that he used to bring to learn to ride. And then I follow along, like on a Saturday morning.
This is at what age, Bongo?
This is like on 11. Yeah, on 73. Yes, 73, yeah. So when I go down there in the morning with him, following my, you know, younger brother follow their bigger brother, so they go down on a Saturday morning. So one morning I went down, and the first time actually, when I go there, that's how me and Jockey become friends. But Jockey, he was there before me, he was apprentice too. So anyhow, when I go, he want me to help to do the stall. Mm-hmm. And I didn't sign up for nothing like this, so we kind of have a little catch up there. So anyway.
So you had a fight?
Well, not a big fight, just like a wrestling thing for you want to force me to do it. Right? So, you know, we get into it. Anyhow, after a while, we become...
1 second. So you started to go on a Saturday, yes, and you jump up on your first horse, right?
Well, I didn't. It's my brother I was following. He going to learn to ride.
Okay.
You know, so when I follow him and go there, you know, then this is...
So you started to actually do some sort of work at the stables of Valbert Marlowe?
At that time, no work. So when I just started to go now, and then hear this now, afterward now, after that day, when Marlowe see, he come around and he see what happened, he turned to my father and he say, him will be the jockey. This one I want to apprentice.
And that's you?
That's me. And he said that my brother is going to get too big, you know, he want me to be apprentice. So that's where I get involved now. Mm. So by going down there now, there's a man that named Daddy Mark. He's an ex-jockey. You must know Daddy Mark. He used to so when I used to go, he take on to me, and they have board posts at the stable that time like that. So you get a little jump on, and he would nail 2 pieces of reindeer, you know, the whole reindeers, and I have to go on the jump on, and he put it on there, and we have to learn to balance and hold the rein and cross it. Mm-hmm. But it was miserable.
That was the technology at the time.
Yeah, that's how we learn, you know, and go like this and rock the pad and I show you to cross in and so. So anyway, so in the evening now, so I used to stay overnight. So early in the morning
so
now.
You used to sleep at the stables?
Yes, yes.
And you're still living in Spanish Town?
Yeah, but on weekend. Okay. On weekend we go down. You know, if I was still going to school, so on weekend, on a Friday evening, we go down. So there is the mare dam that we used to learn to ride off. The mare them right behind the stable there. They used to run the back there. And every evening, me and Jockey used to have to carry them in the infield to let go.
The infield?
In the infield.
Okay.
So we used to ride them without saddle or anything. For those time, you know, I'll saddle, lock up everything. So
you became a Red Indian?
yeah, that's how we usually ride it, with the halter. Just the halter and a piece of sponge. And the mare them know where they're going. Well, let I tell you. When the mare them, I get 2 drops. Every time they reach the same furlong, then turn. And with the sponge, I just roll off. So what you would put me up to, you know, if I'm like that, right? And when they're going out right where we're going to let them chew, then breaks up and the sponge will just run off there. So eventually, you know, I learned that kind of way.
But what was the feeling like actually mounting up on this big creature, this little boy from Spanish Town? What was the early feeling at age 11, 12, 13? What was the feeling like when you actually mounted up on a horse without the saddle, with the saddle? What was the feeling like for you?
Actually, I don't think I did have enough sense to know that it's danger. Because I was just doing it. Some things that I do, when I look back in my life today, I said, oh, am I still alive?
Okay.
Because we used to get up early in the morning, 2 o'clock, take all the horses, like they would go to the sea, and we ride them with just either like a piece of rubber that is a cocos bag, with no saddle, nothing, and halter, no bridle, and go to the sea. But we have to come back before the bus them start to run.
Okay.
So we used to go down there and cut through and go down by Rodney Arms, go swim there.
Port Henderson?
Yeah. So we usually do that and then coming back. A lot of time horses used to drop in the gutter there. Yeah. So, you know, so these are the things when I look back. Then now I can say horses problem more sense than we because they protect us, you know. I can tell you that much. If they want, they could just run down. We couldn't do anything. We were, I don't know that they work out with them and we, you know,
But so at what stage did you acquire your apprentice license, and who was the trainer who signed you up to be an apprentice?
Well, after that, Mr. Marlon now migrated when I'm there, learning to ride, you know, like walking around us on the ring, doing that. Shortly, he migrated at like probably 74, 75, I think. 75, I think he migrated, then 74, that was that. So now he recommended, he tell my father, you know, Mr. Sidney Watson. I think they used to ride together.
Oh, okay.
You know, so they were friends. So
Yes, trainer Sidney Watson.
Yes, so he bring me down there.
But Mr. Sidney Watson didn't have his stables at Caymanas Park.
No, you have it on the farm. That's Melvin Park.
That's St. John's Road.
St. John's Road.
Which is just out of Spanish Town.
Right, but it was closer to me. And then now, I could get changed from Crescent to Friendship now.
Okay.
So, and I am live right closer. So, early in the morning, I would get up every day, go to the stable, and then when I finish, I go to school. You know, but it wasn't too far.
But what was your time at Melvin Park Southern Stables like? You had Sidney Watson there, everybody remembers the stallion, Tudor Rhapsody,
Best Reason, Complain.
Exactly. And you also won the Derby 1975 with Tudor with.
That's when I go there.
Okay.
75.
Can you tell us about your time at Melvin Park?
When I go down there, and after I there for a couple months, you know, we used to have to sleep there. This is now where the hardest part of this is where you learn horsemanship. We sleep there, so in the night we have to get up and water up horses. Now the pipe water usually short, so they have cisterns. So we have to use the iron bucket. You know, those, they don't have plastic bucket, the iron bucket. And then roll it up to the horse door them, and it's like 60 yards, for it's like 80 yards
So it's
tall.
forever.
Right? Takes forever. And it's only like 2 of us. It's supposed to 4, but most. So this man now, he named Sabash. So he used to get up like 11, 12 o'clock. And it's a joke for him to use the buggy whip and wake you up with it, with some rotted lick, you know. So now I never like lick. I would work, but don't lick me. So when he licked me, I said, man, we're not sleeping here. I start to go back home. So when I come there, I'm going to sleep now. You know where I go? In the ass stall. I go sleep. I prefer the ass. Kick me down and a man lick me. So this is ass now. I used to go into the stall. And the ass to repartee and glissando. Repartee is Tudor with full sister. Right, so I used to go in that stall now, and those 2 hours, anyone, you know, I was usually sleep there. Nobody could come at the door to do you nothing. The horse protect you. I tell you that. I sleep right there. When I wake up, the horse will be there. Right? It just not doing you nothing, not hurting him, protect you.
Like him checking if you're okay.
Yes. So now I realize that's one of my part that I start to get connected with horses now, to know the things them, you know.
Mm-hmm. But how long did you stay with Sidney Watson, and what effect did Mr. Watson himself as the trainer or the owner, Melvin Chen, who had a massive operations down there, including a small track, what influence did these people have on your career?
Well, I tell you what, when I start to go there, after a couple months, he give me 2 yearlings and come in and said, and he take out apprentice gum license. That time you take out apprentice gum. And I said, but I ain't come for ton gum. I come for ton Jockey. Why you don't take out apprentice? I was upset. Then he give me 2 horses now, 2 babies. And said, when you take care of them, when they're ready to run, you're ready to ride. You have to bring them up. So now I have to look after them. Well, him pay me the first paycheck. You know how much I get?
1 shilling.
50 cents. That is the first paycheck, 50 cents. The first time I get, it was a paper 50 cents.
What could 50 cents buy in those days? You could
no, well, not bad, you know. I feel like, well, at least I could buy bicycle tire or something like, you know, bicycle seat. It wasn't bad. So those days it was like the first paycheck. I remember I feel happy.
You got a paycheck or you got the money?
I get the money, but I mean, you know,
yes,
pay bill then, you know, so that's where I'm coming from. And then we go on, and after that now, they asked them ready to run, and he let me ride.
How important was that period of learning about horses? How important was that to you becoming a jockey and your experience as a rider?
Well, you know what? It's very important because you kind of start to get a bond with us now. It kind of like the horse kind of understand you and you understand them. So I used to actually, you know, later on I will tell you about this part, because this is how I really get a break, because getting on horses that nobody wants to get on. Other horses, mother horses. Yes, so with Sir Sid now, in particularly teach you horsemanship, about the gears. We used to have to go with the van, go cut grass, feed up. Evening time you have to go mix the feed, see how them feed up. So all those kind of things, you know, we learn. When the blacksmith come for shoe, we have to roll the horse for him to shoe. And every little thing, we have to dare answer and learn. So we learn it the tough way, but the good way.
So when actually did you get your apprentice jockey's license?
Well, in 1977, Independence Day.
Okay.
So 77 Independence Day, I get my first ride into apprentice race. Time off. Also, it came like 5th, 6th, I think it's 6th or 5th, somewhere there. Mm-hmm. Then I've been riding just a few, like, you know, first time runner that he wanted for. He used to have to ship up the horse then, but
That ship up, maybe move the horses on a race day.
yeah, to Cayman's Park, yes. So, and we never have no gate practice, so we have to go to Cayman's Park to break them and, you know, school them. So, actually, he have like quite a few apprentices of us, like Hitchman, Courtney, like around 6 apprentices. So Hitchman was one of them that started right before me, and then he have me, but he never like, he just kind of, he not sure, he never give me no like a break, you know. He just like the horse them he give me, it was like just to school them then. Then anyway, the first, it take me a while, and I said, well, you know, this thing not working, but I still hang on in there. For I love to connect with the horses. Anyway, go on, and it happened that 2 years later, I win my first race, 5 Street, Wallflower, on Independent Day again.
Oh,
Like
okay.
that 2 years after.
So,
Right?
so you got your license on Independence Day,
The first riding,
and your first ride was in the
Wallflower.
wall.
And no, time off, Independence.
And-
And the first winner 2 years later,
Exactly. Independence Day. again.
Independence Day again. So
Who was the trainer of Walford?
Sydney Watson.
Sydney Watson.
Mr. Sydney Watson.
Okay.
Yeah.
After,
So-
after that long wait, what was that feeling like to get that winner?
Well, you know, I get so used to losing and riding that it wouldn't, it feel good. It was like, in the sense where I get so used to lose and there and the toughness, so it's like it doesn't matter whether I win or lose anymore. It's like you're not looking for anything. If it come, it come. That's the stage I reached. But I wasn't giving up. I was still there and going on. Then, hear this part now. Soon as I win that race in 79 now, the park sell out now.
Yes.
So now I have to move and find somewhere. So I go to Carly Baker Road there. I don't think I even get a ride there. Then now Errol, that's Anthony Sabrati, him said, all right, you know, for my father used to, him live in Spanish Town, so pick him up and bring me down to Carly. And then he just, one day he said, come over to Miss Chen there and introduce me. And then
That's Emma Chen.
Miss Emma Chen, yeah, and then I start to work there, exercise for her. That now going to 1982 now. I've been there riding, you know, nothing, get one ride here.
So no other winner up to then?
No.
After Wallflower?
Nothing more. And then in 82, then I said, I was close to her though, like, you know, me and I become close at for like she used to let me help her with the horses. Same thing, horsemanship, file them teeth. I used to do that, file the horse teeth them, like all them foot bottom, you know, if them have a shoe slip, pull them off, burn them foot bottom, all those things, you know, we used to do. And so it's like, me actually was like a stable man, horseman, more than even a rider. So, well, I used to get some tough bad horses that she have, and then she have a mad one there named Curriculum.
Yes, I remember Curriculum.
And that's the second race I'm going to win now. Curriculum.
For Emma Chen?
Miss Chen, yeah. That horse was so mad. I tell you what he do that day. He was so mad that the horse, every time he start off, like a slow gallop, in going 5-1, you know, when I look, every time I go to pull him up and fling back him head, so and I drop back and then shoot off again. Can't stop him. You know that nobody, and the gate is there. I have to go straight through the gate, look it in the front or the back. He go right through the gate. And this guy there, pocket, Jockey running down and catch him. Finally I got fast enough, he just go and then he grab him. I think It was supposed to be like the starter man or something, the flag man.
Yeah.
Yes, I was down there. And he catch him and he bring him back. Well, I tell you something. One move that horse make, you know, and win.
Okay.
Win the second race.
Okay. Okay. So you had your second winner, you had Emma Chen.
Yes, that is 2.5 years later now.
Yes.
So actually in 4.5 years, it's only one race I win. And the day now, the first ride I get as a jockey, when I was apprentice, one race. And the January, I remember, I get my jockey license.
That's January what?
82.
82. Okay.
And the first ride I get, win.
Okay.
Then after that now, I start to pick up a couple more winners there. I don't even remember who next or what, but I win like probably on 6 races. Then I get rule off for 1 year now.
Okay.
That's with Lamplighter, says conspiracy. Which I didn't deserve it because I ride that horse.
That horse was trained by
Anthony.
Yeah.
And when I rode him, it was like 4 or 5, I think like 6 months later, he come back and run. He break down in that race. And on the farm, come back, run with H. Henry, run last. And 3 days, 4 days time, him run the Wednesday, run last, and come in with Andrew. The Saturday.
Yeah.
That was a
Andrew
court,
Ramsey.
that was a court case.
Yes, so now I ride him like 6 months ago. And then call me up. I said, call me up. I don't ride him here. I know me win with him. I ride him way back.
In part 2 of this absorbing interview with Allen Maragh, he continues to explain his suspension involving the horse Lamplighter. Much more to come in part 2.